Mr. Speaker, and I want to thank our honourable colleague for, I thought, a very good presentation. I'm going to change my line of questioning away from the ISDS. I thought he explained that fairly well. I would like the honourable member, through you, Mr. Speaker, the Liberal government has been in discussions with the Atlantic provinces regarding CETA Fisheries Investment Fund. And through you, Mr. Speaker, I'm going to ask the honourable colleague, how is the government, or is the government going to fulfill their commitment to help Atlantic provinces for the changes that they've made through this agreement to their processing requirements? Thank you.
Member for Vaughan Woodbridge.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you to my colleague for that question. Thinking about what international trade brings to Canada and the benefits it brings, one of the things that we need to look at are industries that may be impacted by trade deals. We know that overall we are better off with trade. We've seen it from the Canada Free Trade Agreement to NAFTA to other agreements that we have in place internationally. We know trade deals create good paying jobs, whether it's in services, goods, manufactured services, manufactured goods and so forth. With regards to looking at various industries, what we've seen so far is the government step up to the plate, run its consultations with the dairy industry. I would be haphazard to guess, and I would conjecture that the same thing would happen to other industries. They may be impacted. So in this case, the fisheries industry on the Atlantic coast. I grew up in northwest British Columbia. There was a fishing industry. Once there was quite vibrant. It has now dissipated somewhat, unfortunately. But we need to ensure that when there are losers in trade, that they are being looked at. We need to get away from the fact of just looking at the winners, and we need to look at industries and groups that may be impacted and make sure programs are in place to help those associated industries and geographies. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.